Hey, it's Tim here. Radial charts are now available in Tableau Public until June the 30th as part of a trial. I've already covered Sankey charts. In this video, we're going to look at radial charts. Let's get stuck in. So here you can see the Sankey chart I built in my previous video. It literally took 25 seconds. I'll put a link to that video, but it's actually part of a trial that's going on at the moment on Tableau Public and essentially allows you to use these two chart types. So in this video, I'm going to focus in on radial charts. Let's go ahead, and we've already connected to Superstore Sales. You know that data source very well if you're familiar with Tableau. I just smacked the mic there. And then we'll go to a new sheet here. And what I've done with this one is I've never done this before. I tried the Sankey one once, realized how cool it was, immediately made a video. But then here we are with the radial chart. So here we are with the radial chart. I'm going to try and figure this out with you so you can kind of see maybe how, future chart types might come to Tableau if you're using the sort of existing knowledge you have of the marks pane. So for this one, what I'll do is I'll grab subcategory, and actually I think the knowledge that matters here is the pie charts. As well. So if I put subcategory there, you'll see that I get an equal proportion for each of the components of this. And then if I add segment onto level, then I think what should happen, yes, you get a second level around the outside. So essentially the order of these two dictates the order of the section. So now what I've done is I've put segment, and that is now dictating the color. So whichever comes first dictates the color. What you could probably do is change that, but nonetheless, everything is equal because at the moment it thinks everything has equal proportion. That is not the case. So let's go ahead and put quantity. Let's put quantity on angle. And you should see it starts to actually adjust this. Now the labels have gone absolutely crazy. So let's disable the labels here. And I wonder if there's any more. Yeah, let's disable the bulk of labels, and then we can see here that as I click on, let's say, Home Office, is it going to let me click? It's not letting me click on Home Office, so there's clearly a bug there, but I can hover over some of these ones. I can't hover over Home Office, but I can, for example, click on the segment, and you can kind of carry on. You can just keep adding more and more things, and you notice that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, so the levels you're adding sort of do matter. Now, the interesting thing is you don't have the ability to control the colors of the different levels. So everything is predicated on the segment. The segment is the thing that decides what goes where. So if I drag category and replace segment, you'll see that that changes. And if I put category on color, nothing actually happened there. Just if I choose, for example, Seattle Grays, you'll see there's no way to drop this dimension on color. The color seems to be sort of not editable, at least in this case. So that is it. That is as simple as it is. It's essentially a pie chart. Now you could already do a 2-level radial chart in Tableau. It involved layering 2 pie charts on each other and putting them at different levels of detail. With the marks, with the map layers trick, you could do more levels by essentially putting several charts on top of each other and then having actions sort of support the interaction all the way through. But that again is a hack. You don't really want to be doing that. And so the purpose of this is actually to allow you to start to look at these in more detail. One of the things I think might be causing an issue here is this detail element here. Let me just go drag, let's say, category onto detail. And when we put that on detail, does it let me? No, it doesn't let me drag. It doesn't let me select the category. So this is going to be an interesting sort of journey because these are 2 radically different chart types. The Sankey was dead easy to understand, maybe because I've seen a few Sankeys, but the radial, this is a little bit more tricky because it's not too different from a pie chart. And I don't seem to have the same flexibility as I would with a pie chart to do things like labeling and coloring. But nonetheless, this is a beta until June the 30th. So go ahead and check it out. It's over on Tableau Public. I'll catch you in the next video.